hours later.
Weak
Shin Gojira.
Released as a Bandai Premium exclusive by X+, Matango Man is the very first in a brand new line as titled Toho Maniacs, which boasts a line of releases from Toho's vast filmography. But let's see what the deets are. Just take a look at this tag. This is fantastic looking, I love it. Very short and sweet to the point though, as this is just a double-sided tag, just very thick cardboard. Nice and glossy too. Now believe it or not, and thank God, I can actually get this tag into a penny sleeve and a top loader, so let's just get to doing that. Of course I'm gonna double sleeve the tag of my very first Matango figure. Why would I not? Even if he wasn't a Bandai Premium exclusive, this guy would still be getting the exclusive treatment, just because, well, the tag looks awesome, and yeah, very first Matango figure. Now with all that being said and done, let's take a look at paint and details. Granted, this ain't the most varied color palette I've seen on an X Plus figure, but it's very, very accurate looking. But as you know with old Shin Gojira, it's not just about the accuracy, it's just, does it look good? And to be completely honest, yes, this does look quite amazing, but he also looks horrifying as well. If this thing came at me maniacally laughing as I was strolling through the forest, I would absolutely piss and cut myself. My actual true kink is giant mushroom people. Not so much the fun guys, more so the fun gals. That was bad, I'm sorry. But as expected from X+, the paint and detail that goes into this lively fungal person truly is something to marvel. I mean, just from this profile shot alone, you've got different kinds of browns and dark opaque yellowish looking colors up here. And the top of the head is no different. This is a magnificent paint job. Save for the little nick over here. Bend over here. I mean, even the little mossy bits hanging off the mushroom cap head over here are detailed and painted. And no, it's not like the movie Monster series where it's only on the front and the side. All that's painted and detailed even on the back side as well. And honestly, one of my favorite details of this figure already is all the detail that's up in his Mushroom Man cap over here. I was gonna make a cringy joke about this detail not being any sorts of cap, but I just can't, man, because this looks awesome. And you can also see all the different variations of browns and mossy poopy greens on his, stalk face neck over here? Yeah, it's all really fantastic and impressive stuff. Good on you, X+. And then we move to his fungal fur coat over here. Much like the little mossy vine grime thingies that are hanging off the cap of his head, all of this is fully detailed, it is fully painted, and it looks rather magnificent. And you're going to get quite a lot of that magnificence, both on the front, on the sides, and of course on the back as well. I am an absolute sucker for details like this. It looks so nice. I think it looks even nicer over here, honestly. I do wish to pay attention to the arms and hands over here, though, because these look amazing. Grotesque and disgusting, but amazing nonetheless. It almost looks like he's got hands growing out of his hands, growing out of his hands. There is no shortage on paint and detail on the insides of the arms and hands over here as well. Just look at that, man. That looks like you should not be touching it because it's going to give you a rash. Honestly, if I came across this thing and it touched me on the arm, I got a feeling that my arm is going to start looking like the scalp of somebody who hasn't showered for 5 months straight. My arm will be flakier than my ex-wife. Thankfully, such excellence carries over to the other inside of the arm, and just to the other arm in general. Very nice stuff there. Now we gotta take a look at the fungal drip going on here, because my guy is rocking some khaki looking pants over here, and there's a lot to take in. Be it the detail or the different shades of paint used. I really do need to sing the praises here. This is magnificent. Really gotta say the same for the feet as well. It really does look like this guy was walking around in waist-deep mud. Honestly, just looking at this, I feel like I'm being poisoned. I really did expect X+'s best on this guy, and they surely did deliver. Because on every side, the drip is beautifully represented. And just look at the details on this, man. Taking a nice little close-up to the feet and the shin areas. There is so much going on here. Look at those fungal little toesies. Yikes. Speaking of which, here are the bottoms of his feet, and as you can see, it says trademark, Toho Company Limited, Flex 2021, made in Bangladesh, X+ 52102. There are details on here, but it's nothing too crazy or to write home about, you know? Now, I know this isn't paint or details, but this guy does have a bit of a squish factor to him, which is something I really wasn't expecting. And if you're getting one of these, do be careful of the head over here. The vinyl does feel especially weak. Granted, I'm not seeing any signs of stressing, but you know, just be careful. You know, I didn't even notice before, but there's different kinds of brown all over this fur hair thing going on here. Much appreciated, X+. When it comes to paint and detail, I'm going to have to give this lovely lad 2 solid friggin' stars, man. Again, I really was expecting a lot from X+ with this figure, despite his price being 68 bucks. And I really do think that they overperformed for that price tag. Not saying that's a bad thing, but I'm definitely feeling a lot more comfortable in buying more of the Toho Maniacs series. Now let's move on to, believe it or not, I mean, you already saw it, but articulation. Yeah, this guy has articulation, another thing that I wasn't expecting at all. Now, something tells me I didn't look at the promos all the way and that this guy actually had a couple of pictures from his promos with his arms raised out. Is that what happened, Rob? Let me know. A little bit. The seams weren't exactly all that noticeable in the promos as they are on the final product, so slight pass. When it comes to Matango Man, he can really just go all the way around at the arm over here. But if you want him to go all the way around, you have to do so by making his arms go backwards. Now, this is where I'm going to voice a concern with this. Not so much a concern, I guess, more so a warning. If you're gonna make him go around the world in 50 seconds, whatever the heck that movie was called, you're gonna have to bend the arm out just a tad to avoid scraping off any of the paint on his little mushroom caps over here. That'll be the first and last time I do that. I mean, I'm probably just going to be posing his arms up and down, not so much all the way up, but yeah. Articulation's gonna get a solid star out of me, mostly because I wasn't expecting it, and it is a nice inclusion to have an X+ figure, essentially, with fully rotating arms. I don't know, is that a normal thing with X+? I don't think so. I do have one tiny little nitpick, though. Normally with an X+ figure, you expect a box, right? No box with this guy, just a tag. I mean, he did come in this, but there's no cardboard printing, just this purple little sticker. As per usual, I am not 100% fluent in Japanese, but here's the thingy. Maybe it has some vital information on it. I don't know, but as I said before, there is no printed on design here, although we do have Toho Maniacs Matango, the item name over here, being obstructed by the sticker. Yeah, I'm not bummed that it's not this personalized box. I'm keeping it anyway, just in case, you know, I have to put him in storage or I have to move again. But yeah, I don't know. Would have been cool if he came with a box. Nitpick. That's it. I love this figure. I want more from the Toho Maniacs Series X+. A lot more. But I do beg of thee, can we not do the whole Bandai Premium exclusive thing again? I hate being the guy to tell people that, no, this isn't exclusive, you gotta use a proxy site, and then just watch all the happiness leave their eyes, even though it's just a comment on a YouTube video or post. Seriously, can we make this a wide release bit? That would be really, really nice. And if not, Toho, Bandai Movie Monster Series Matango figures. There we go. Size comparison time, small, medium, large, DVD! Oh, and here he is next to a Shokugan figure from Bandai. Here he is next to 2 Movie Monster Series figures from Bandai, 2 King Series figures, and the Mega Movie Monster Series Shin Ultraman. I would definitely say this guy is more so in line with the Movie Monster series, so I guess we can kind of dub the Toho Maniacs the Bandai Movie Monster series of X+. And when it comes to the Depo Reels, he kind of just towers on over him, and he's his actual design and not a cheapified version of his design. X+ crushed the shroomy goodness effortlessly. Grime and fungi galore, just short of the maniacal laughter. I've wanted a figure of these shroom dudes for ages now, as I love the movie and just the prospect of evil giant mushroom people. The movie's a bit deeper than just laughing evil mushroom men, and I do highly suggest it. It's one of the darker 60s sci-fi films from Toho. Plus, Ishiro Honda directed it. Win-win. And that's pretty much that. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope I can do more Matango figure reviews in the near future, because, again, I just love this movie. It's honestly one of my favorite movies from Toho's filmography, and I would love to see more representation for it, because all the other representation we have of Matango is just a bunch of Marmot figures that are exceeding amounts of money. Multitudes of hundreds of dollars. Watch that new Toho Kaiju movie be a Matango remake? That'd be sick. Anyway, peace.